Filling up your daycare program, your school program shouldn't be a problem if you can listen to these 5 things. Quit all you're doing. My name is Fallon Shell. I'm the founder of the 5 Secrets of School Growth. Quit everything you're doing and focus on what I'm about to say, because it can be the game changer for your school. I'm telling you, you run a school, you run a daycare, you run a secondary school, focus on these 5 things so I can cause transformation in your school, within your school, and attract the number of students that will change the game for you entirely. I have about 7 years of experience in transforming schools, and I've built a community of over 24,000 schools with a core community of 1,000 school owners who listen to my wisdom and understanding and implement these things in their school, and they are seeing massive transformation. You want transformation? Quit what you're doing and listen to what I'm about to say. And there are 5 things you must focus on as a school owner. 5 major things. And these are just the basics of the deep dive of many things that I've said, for a number of years. But you need to listen to this. It's getting more competitive. It's getting crazy out there. You must find a way to take yourself out of competition, eliminate competition totally, and be in the game for yourself and for the long run. You have so many things to do. You have so many potentials to make. You must not weigh yourself down with what the economy or the school is talking about. If you decide you're not quitting the school business, then why are you fajuroing? Why are you squeezing your face? In my language, we did say fajuroing. Why are you squeezing your face? You must then see, how do I make sure I'm having the best daycare, I'm having the best people, best parents, and we are doing so things. So 5 things you must focus on. Quickly, number 1 is what makes your school different. Why should I come to your school? If I sit down with the parents in your school and I ask them, why did you bring your child to this school? What are the things and the points they're going to give to me to mention that these are the reasons why I brought my child to your school? So what makes your school unique? Why should people cross over the ocean, the lakes, the bridges to bring their children to your school? But you're able to sit down to understand. Once you focus and discover your uniqueness, it's easy for you to scale from there. Because once you discover uniqueness, you can then crystallize something special from there. You can get into using your uniqueness to develop what I call your strategic events and your strategic content. Let me tell you something. Don't let us waste time. Let it be as clear. Let it be as clear as a bell. Let it be as white as rice, so that you understand. A school not organizing strategic events is a school heading for closure, because strategic events create a momentum of something is going on in your school that is unique, that you can represent to the world. And what I mean by strategic events, they are academic-driven events that brings out the quality of learning that your children have. These academic-driven events can be crystallized in different forms, in form of presentation, in form of games, in form of things that the children are learning in the school. If you're not ready to put together strategic events, it shows you don't trust your students or your process or your school enough to deliver on its promises. So that's the second thing. You must be able to create strategic events. Strategic events showcases the content of your school. You're listening to me, and you're not doing that. Maybe you're living in an environment where it's not so competitive, so you're well relaxed. But once you get into a competitive space and competitive environment, these are the things you must do. That's number 2. Number 3 is strategic partnerships. We now live in a time and a world where how you treat the people that work with you is so important, because they could be a blessing or they will be a blessing to your organization. They could be the source of building the organization or destroying it, depending on how you motivate them. And motivation doesn't just come with money. Partnership. There are different forms of partners around the organization that you must work with. Your teachers, your parents, your non-teaching staff, your community, and others. These people you must partner with. Number 4 is, how do you convert those that have showed interest in your school? What are the things you're using to nurture and convert them? When these people begin to see your value, see your uniqueness, what are those things you're putting in place to nurture and convert them? And what could those things be? What could those things be? We're looking at a lot of things like your follow-up system, your tech system, your social media system, and all the systems surrounding your conversations that pushes out what you're doing internally. Your inquiry system, your school environment, your designs, those things are the things I call conversion system. But you don't need these things to attract parents, really. You know, it's good if you have them, but you can attract parents with your content, with your strategic events, strategic content, but you can only convert and retain them when you have this conversion instrument. I'm going to speak much on that in further videos. I will explain what that is. And the final one is consistency. You can't play the game and do things once and think you'll get results. No, you must do them over and over and over again before you see results. It shows, one, you believe in the system itself. You can't try things once and think that it's going to work. You're not the only school on the streets. It's not 1996, neither is it 1987, when you can be the only school on the streets and probably not even have classroom doors and people will come to your school. You are competing with 8 other schools on your streets, especially when you live in Nigeria. If you don't live in Nigeria and you're in the other part of the world, kudos to you. I mean, I'm coming from a competitive environment. I understand what it means. If you're living outside of Nigeria, maybe when you do this once, it's going to boom and you will not even have enrollment space in your school. That's good. But if you're coming from Nigeria, my sister and my brother, you know what it means to own a school in Nigeria. It's so competitive, so damn competitive. My system works for Nigerian schools. Good. Imagine when you're not even using it if you're not in Nigeria. Maybe you're in Ghana, you're in Mozambique, you're in South Africa, you're in Canada. Imagine you using this system. Boom! It's going to just take your enrollment figures up. So, you want to get more on the explanation of what I've said, you can just visit this website, www.teacherituno.com/5SP. 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 You can read more details on this and get the ebook where I talk about this. But you want to see more of the explanation of the 5 secrets of school growth, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Follow to know why here. Just subscribe. I release one video per week where I talk on business, I talk on school growth, I talk on life generally. So I hope you have enjoyed my time with you. Ababam, you've enjoyed it. All right. So see you in my next segment. Peace out. Stand out. Build a school that stands out.